What is up, guys, and welcome to our world famous 40 is buying video. Yes, when I say world famous, I'm totally making that up. But in this video, I'm going to be telling you about the shoes that I'm looking to get on this channel and review for you guys. I'm super lucky that I get sent a lot of shoes, but there's some shoes that I buy, right? And the list I'm giving you are sort of shopping list that I'm after, okay? So some of these shoes I'm guessing I'll get sent, some of them I'll have to buy, but basically this is my wish list of 2023, and I think I've got a little bit for everybody in this list. Now, before we get into the video, I've got to give a shout out to all the guys on Instagram who were at the running event over in Austin. I'm going to put the pictures up as we talk about this because the shoes I've seen, and hopefully you can see their Instagram handles on there. Credit to them for the photos. Please follow them on Instagram. Some of the guys have got YouTube channels as well, so make sure you follow and subscribe to their YouTube channels as well. Okay, so the first shoe, and probably one of the most hyped shoes of the show, and what I'm looking forward to in 2023, is the Nike Next Percent Vaporfly 3. Now, what was kind of cool from the show is that no one was allowed to talk about the specs of the shoe, but what you can see from the pictures and from watching the videos and stuff like that is the fact that we've got a looks like an uprated upper on the shoe. We've got some carve outs on the midsole, so it looks like where they're trying to save some weight. We've still got that fly plate in the shoe, which is great news, and it just looks like yeah, it just looks like a trimmed down, lighter, faster version. I would say if you could like get a faster version of the Vaporfly, but whatever happens, I'm getting that shoe. I don't know when it's coming out. I'm guessing soon because they put it out in these colorways, but I'm super excited about getting that shoe on this channel and getting that on my feet because I want that to be able to take me to some of those 10k PBs that I'm looking for, half marathon PBs that I'm looking for this year. But yeah, the Vaporfly 3, we don't know too much about it. Still got Zoom X, still got a plate, looks amazingly fast, and I'll be getting them in 2023. Right, so next up, the shoe I'm really excited for as well is the Hoka Rocket X2. We've got a Peber-based foam in this shoe, and it's a sort of uprated marathon shoe from Hoka, which is awesome. It's been seen on some of their athletes already. We've got a full-length plate, 40mm stack. I think from memory it's $250 when it comes out, and I did write down when it was coming out, March 2023, which is awesome. But it's just got a big rocker on it, and it's great to see Hoka hopefully coming with a proper marathon shoe. But I'm excited because I want to see what that Peber foam's like. Nice, soft, responsive foam with that plate. And yeah, I'm excited about this shoe a lot. It just looks like a lot of fun. It looks fast. Whether it's a marathon shoe for me, probably not. I'm wondering whether it's going to cut the mark at the sort of half marathon distance for me. But it does look an exciting shoe. Okay, so coming in August, according to my American cousins over at Believe in the Run, and make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel, is the Kinvara Pro. Now, this is a shoe that just looks crazy, actually, from Saucony. And what they've done is they've put the Kinvara on steroids. You've got, according to guys that Believe in the Run, 2 layers of foam. We've got Power Run PB and Power Run with a plate sandwiched between the two. Now, it just looks about, I think, 40mm of stack. Is what they said on Instagram. Actually, it should say on the screen, and I even wrote it down actually. Hang on a sec. Yeah, you've got a 42mm stack, and it's going to be $180. So the top layer is PB, and then you've got a bottom layer of Power Run with the plate in the middle. It just looks mental. It really does. It looks like massive in these pictures. But why am I interested in it? Well, mainly because I'm a shoe geek and I'm super excited about Saucony new shoes. But it looks like it could be a shoe that you could use for daily miles, but also take into race day. I don't know whether it's going to take over from the Speed 3, which is a big claim, but it just kind of looks a bit funky, a little bit different. And with the carbon plate and the rigidity of the 42 stack, I'm thinking Super Blast from Asics with a plate. Know what I mean? Okay, right, so one shoe I did spot that nobody's talking about is the Boston 12 from Adidas. Now, I think because it's probably under an embargo or something like that, but somebody put a picture up of the Boston 12 on Instagram, and that just looks sweet. It looks like they've really smoothed it out, and it just looks like a little bit more sleek. Still got Light Strike Pro in it, combined with Light Strike, and I'm guessing some form of rods or plates or something in it, but the Boston 12 needs to be a good shoe for Adidas. It needs to be lighter and it needs to be better than the previous 2 versions. They've got no good, that's bad English, they haven't got a decent, that's better English, sort of shoe underneath the Adidas Pro 3. Some people say the Solar Glide's good and whatever, but they need a shoe that's like a Saucony Endorphin Speed 3. Do you see what I mean? And I'm hoping the new Boston is lighter and something like the Speed 3 from Saucony. Does that make sense? And the pictures look kind of cool, but I know nothing about this shoe other than the awesome picture that I've seen. But it is one shoe that we're going to be getting on this channel. Right, next up is from Skechers and the Skechers Speed Beast. Firstly, I think that's got the best name out there in terms of shoes coming out there, and it looks awesome. We've got, now I wrote this down because I didn't want to get this wrong. This is the sort of marathon shoe from Skechers, but it's for us mid-packers. And that's what I love about Skechers. They've got a wider sole on the shoe. They've really stretched it out in the heel area, so for heel strikers. We've got a Hyperburst Pro midsole, which is what we've got on the Razor 4, which is a TPU-based, supercritical process, but TPU-based foam. And then they've got, like in here, they've got the H plate up the front. But here's the thing. It's got 40mm of stack. It's got a monomesh upper. It's got the big toe spring on it, so nice rocker in terms of moving through. Now also with Skechers, they're saying they're trying to get the price down, according to the guy on YouTube, to about $200. So that would be what, £180? That's what I'm talking about. But it just looks awesome, especially for us guys, as I said to you, who, or girls, you know what I mean, who are sort of more mid-packers, right? It just looks a great shoe. Again, I don't think it's necessarily a marathon shoe for me. It's probably going to be like a half marathon shoe for me, but it just looks a lot of fun. Also, can't forget, the outsole coverage looks epic. They changed it up on the Razor 4. They've got a lot more Goodyear coverage, and they've done the same with the Speed Beast. So I'm super excited about the Speed Beast, like on another level. Okay, we're staying with Skechers because Max Road 6 is out. We absolutely love Max Road 5 on this channel. Like, obsessed with Max Road 5. And I've been asking Skechers, you can ask him, like, every email communications, any news on the Max Road 6, any news on the Max Road 6. And finally, it broke cover at the running show in Texas. Now, it looks like it's been pimped up a little bit. So Max Road 6 has got this new Hyperburst Ice with a Hyperburst sort of ring around it to add a little bit of stability. So I'm guessing it's a slightly softer ride. They've also pimped up the stack to 41mm, still retains the 6mm drop, and you've got the H plate in the shoe, reworked upper as well. But it's just all about comfort, it's all about max cushioning. They've improved the outsole, and it just looks like a fantastic shoe for those easy days. And some of those sort of longer runs where you're just plodding along at a nice, sensible, easy pace. Now that shoe's coming out in May, and I forgot to tell you the Speed Beast is coming out in March. Okay, so I forgot to tell you those. Right, on to the next shoe. Right, next up is the Asics Nimbus. Now, the Nimbus 25. Now, you may have seen some of these influencers have been sent these white shoes by Asics. That's basically the new Nimbus. And they're changing it up big time. They've added stack in that shoe. They've softened it up, apparently, and they've got rid of gel. I think the biggest story and the biggest takeaway is they've got rid of gel in the Nimbus. They've changed the upper. They've reworked the whole shoe by the looks of things. As I say, they've increased the stack height, and they're just making it a more of I wouldn't say max stack shoe, but probably going towards that, because Asics don't really have a max stack shoe in their sort of lineup at the moment, if you think about it. They need something between that sort of, yeah, the Nova Blast 3 and probably something along the lines of the Super Blast, although they're the Blast series. But do you know what I mean? They need something that's a little bit, yeah, more max stack in their lineup. And that looks like what they're going to be doing with the Asics Nimbus 25. So that's exciting. That shoe hopefully will drop real soon, because as I say, they've been sending out these samples to some of these influencers. And I've noticed they've only been sending them to really fast runners as well, which is a bit naughty. Anyway, that's a story for another day. But yeah, so Asics Nimbus, I will definitely be getting that shoe on this channel. Right, so two shoes left, and we've got the Nike Ultrafly, Zoom X Ultrafly it's called. Where is it? Where is it really? Oh yeah, okay. So I'll just remember what I wrote down. Vapor Weave is up, is the only thing we know about it. And also the lugs are about 3 to 4 mil. That's about all the guys have said on the different channels that I've been watching. But I've been super excited about the shoe because Paula Radcliffe put an Instagram post out and she said she was loving it. It's a Zoom X midsole with a plate, trail shoe, fast, I'm guessing light. And yeah, it just looks to me like a Tecton X replacement for me. But we don't know too much about the shoe other than that. But I'm super excited to get that on the channel as soon as I can. Right, so the final shoe that I'm going to be trying to get is Underlight a massive embargo. It's ridiculous. There's been pictures shown on Instagram being taken down. There's people talking about it. It's been removed from the internet, and it's just great fun. But the Saucony Endorphin Elite, which I think is going to be cool, it could be changed, is the shoe that I'm really excited about in 2023. It's a shoe that I'm hoping will work for me, and then I can use in the autumn for the marathons where we're going to be doing and the races are going to be doing. But I don't know anything about it other than the fact it looks like it's got like a mono mesh upper. We've got some form of power run foam in there, but it could be anything. They could have tuned up anything like the PB or something. Who knows what they've done to it. Carbon plate, full length, I'm guessing, but absolutely no idea. 40mm a stack, I'm sure it is. It's probably going to come in just so it's legal. But yeah, I've got no idea what the shoe's going to be about, other than the fact it's their sort of super shoe, big hitter that they're bringing out in 2023. So I've got no idea about the shoe, only other than the fact I need it. So they're the shoes I'm getting. Now it's down to you. What have you got your eyes on in 2023? Let me know in the comments before you leave us today. Okay guys, right, that's it. Now, before you leave me, have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? No? Come on guys, get with the program. Yes, we do a lot of shoe reviews, but I'm also a running coach, and we will be trying to add a little bit of value throughout the rest of the year. And we will be talking about taking a camera out as we film us doing stupid things as well. So another reason to subscribe. Right, okay, that is it from me. I think you're now up to speed with the shoes I'm after, my shopping list of 2023. I'm keen to know yours. Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you later.